The day is finally here and we're about to meet our babies.
This has been the longest 9 months and I'm so excited to finally be in July. I'm doing some last minute packing. For some reason, I never really packed my hospital bag even though I knew I was having twins. And it was really exciting up to this point. I just didn't want to overdo things. I guess when you have your first baby, you just don't overdo anything anymore. Yeah, so I packed some things in the hospital bag, but I never really arranged it, so to speak. So Judah is just playing on the twins. He's just chilling, like enjoying his final moments as the only child in the house. Third trimester with one baby feels like hell, and then just imagine third trimester with two babies. It's extremely miserable, especially when the summer heat is beginning to come through. It's just extremely horrible, like sciatica, pain sleeping, pain waking, pain walking. It just never ends. So my doctor offered an induction. When you're having twins, you get that offer if you want to induce your baby once you're term, or if you want to wait for natural labor. So we got an induction date and we came to the hospital, but they basically just kept us waiting for hours. So we came back home. It is my toddler's birthday on the day that I was scheduled to be induced, and I really wanted all three of them to share the same birthday. I feel like it's so much easier and it's so much nicer for all of them to just be born on the same day. But yeah, the nurses were not going to help that run through. So we went back home to celebrate with him after waiting in the hospital all day until evening. At this point, I really didn't want to go through with the induction anymore. What's the point? Let them just come on their own. I really wanted to just focus on my exams. And it just took out of my toddler's birthday. I wasn't focused. I wasn't in that headspace. So they told us to come back to the hospital. I came back. I wasn't sure how long it would take. So I told my husband, you know what? I would just go on my own. You can go to work or whatever and we'll see what happens. And yes, we were right to do that because I went to the hospital. I basically spent the night there. It's just a waste of money and a waste of time because I didn't want to drive. I didn't know how it was going to be. And so I had to Uber from my house to the hospital, which is a bit far. It's in a different city. So it was just a waste of time, basically. So like I said, at this point I really didn't want to come for the induction anymore. This is the morning after I spent the night at the hospital and did not get induced or whatever. So a couple days go by and they finally give us a call that they're ready for us. Oh my goodness, I really wanted to turn down this whole call. Talk about Canadian healthcare system, it's just weird. We had an appointment and you guys are calling us almost 4 days later. This is us on our way to the hospital. We're really hoping that this time around they come through. We get to the hospital, well, you guessed right, we started waiting again for long hours. My husband even fell asleep. And I think he had to leave for work because I think at this point we realized that we would probably be here for another 8 hours. And yeah, basically, so my husband left, went to work, and then I was shown to my room that he prepared for the twins and I. It took hours for them to finally get us settled, to put in the IV. I was in that room for hours at a time, and someone would just pop in and say, hey, how you doing? You're here for an induction for twins. All right, we'll just do this, do that. It took hours. And then I think at some point they're like, oh, we're gonna start this process now. Do you want to call your support person? So I said, okay, for sure. I called my husband. Hey, they are starting something serious this time around, so please come. So he left, he came, and basically went on from there. So because I was getting induced, I was given oxytocin. That was what was used for the induction. And then the nurse fixed in the catheter for urine collection. So I was really on the bed for a while. I didn't use the bathroom much. I was just in the bed doing this hovering around with my camera. That's all that was in front of me. The space they left for the support person. Then I'll look at myself. I think it was such a different experience for me because for my first pregnancy, I came into this exact hospital yelling, crying, screaming, almost naked at the emergency door. So this is really different because I'm like, oh, just chilling with my phone. It just felt so comfy and so relaxed, so to speak. Yeah, so this is a room tour of the room that I had, very similar to the room I had for my first delivery. I had one nurse assigned to me. When she goes on a break, another nurse will come and take over. After a while, the anesthesiologist came in to fix the epidural, and it didn't work. It was a failed epidural, whatever. So he had to do it again because I could feel her when she was putting in the catheter. It was really painful. Yeah, but my toddler was at home with my sister, and like I said, it was a whole weight gain. After the anesthesiologist put in the epidural, they will monitor the heart rate of both babies. You can see it on the screen there. So I guess on this night, the hospital was pretty busy because the nurses just kept stalling, and they would say, "Oh, the doctor just happened with immediate delivery." You know. Daddy twins, are you ready?
Yo, I'm ready.
Does this man look ready, guys?
I'm ready.
He's not ready. He doesn't know what's coming in front. You're already in active labor, while I have to be induced to get to active labor. So the oxytocin is already going. I guess he's widening the cervix and doing what it's supposed to do, kind of quickening that cervix opening. When I first came in, I think I was at 1 centimeters dilated. So at the point where the oxytocin kept going, I got to 5 centimeter dilated. Then at some point, the doctor came in to break my water. But this is the heartbeat for the twins. They are monitoring both heartbeats. When I tell you this monitoring can be so annoying to get, it's not as easy as it looks. It's very difficult to kind of track their heart rate. Also depends on how active they are in there. So the nurses always have a hard time even finding one heartbeat, and then think about two. I think one of my favorite things to watch was their ultrasound, and baby A and baby B. I always thought my girl was very active. Yeah, basically by this time I think I'm getting exhausted. I've gone from excited to exhausted. I'm just exhausted. There was a time, I do not know what was given to me, but there was a time when the nurse was asking me questions. I'm ready, but I only have school on my mind. Like, I'm just trying to come out of school mode, but we are here. What can we do? I wish I waited though. I wish I waited till next week. Rush of adrenaline and whatever. Well, for this one, it was quite relaxed and exciting and exhausting at the same time. So the oxytocin is still going. But I feel so tired. I wish I could just sleep a little. I cannot regain myself. Sleep is not coming. I slept a lot, but I just still have a bad headache. Contractions are coming, but they're very strong, but they're not mind blowing yet. Like, I don't feel like I'm out of my mind in pain. Just need to sleep. Our babies are here. It's so exciting. Oh my goodness. My girl came out first and then my baby boy. We called my family. Everyone was rejoicing, dancing. A day of joy indeed. Everyone was happy. It's such a joy for women to go into the delivery room and come out alive and babies alive, even with modern medicine. Because my blood pressure went so low, you could see this care in their eyes. But story for another day, guys. Story for another day. Well, we're packing up to go to the postpartum ward. We're gonna have like a postpartum video, all the food that we ate, what happened, how they took care of us, postpartum with twins in a Canadian hospital. So stay tuned, check that out, check the channel. But yeah, I tried to wait for my husband to bring my baby boy before we go to the postpartum ward. But like I said, those places are really busy. They're always clearing it out very quickly. You have your baby, they kick you out, go to the postpartum ward. And when you stay in the postpartum ward for maybe 24 hours or 48 hours, they kick you out, go home, and a community nurse will come see you at home. But yeah, this is us in a postpartum ward. It's funny because I feel like I had this 5-star princess treatment for my first baby, and that was a single thing. But for the twins, oh my god, I just don't know where to start from with that postpartum story time. Because the room, let's just start with the room, was so tiny. Oh my goodness, it was so tiny. What is this, guys? I had twins. I have a big family. Where are we supposed to sit? I couldn't even walk. There was no room to wiggle through. Crazy. And then hospital food, of course. We'll be hospitaling. But my boy is so happy to see the twins. These people brought me flowers. Oh, now wow, they brought me flowers. I'm so happy.
I see your brother.
Well, this is baby B and baby A is sleeping. These people like to eat. Ooh, child, they love to eat. So they're always breastfeeding and yeah. And then they take them for their tests, so hearing tests, checking everything from head to toe, telling you, oh, everything is perfect. And 9 time with the twins in the hospital. It was really fun. But thank you for watching this video. Like I said, stay tuned for the postpartum video, just in depth of what happened after we had the twins and stayed in the postpartum ward.